Hello and welcome to Xinhua Live. This is Chonqing with China's Xinhua News Agency. I'm now live broadcasting to you in Chonqing County of Pingliang City of northwest China's Gansu province. During recent years, local people in Chonqing County, they had fed the cattle named Red Bull to put the rural vitalization works. And today, at the beginning of the Chinese Lunar New Year of the Ox, we came to Chonqing County to know more about Northwest China's efforts on the rural vitalization. Before the live show today, I found this national intangible cultural heritage inheritor. Now she's give us a paper cutting. Paper cutting is a traditional Chinese national intangible heritage. And now this inheritor will give us a secret gift at the beginning of the Chinese Lunar New Year of the Ox. 7 minutes later, well, we will be back. And now following cameras, we can see here are two folk song singers. The Chongqing folk songs are kind of a very important cultural inheritor. These two inheritors will give us the 重信 folk songs。那朱老师、关老师，您就开始我们今天的表演吧。
好的，
好的，谢谢。那朱老师，您刚才给我们唱的这首歌的名字是什么？他给我们讲了一些什么内容呢？
唱的这首歌的名字呢叫《闹元宵》，它主要讲述的是我们地方性的正月15啊，过年的时候呢，大家集合在一起啊，快快乐乐唱歌啊，玩闹啊，吃年夜饭啊等等这些娱乐活动，象征着呢来年呢更加有一个好兆头吧。啊，
那您有没有就是有什么特别想说的祝福的话，对我们全世界的观众呢？
这里呢，我代表重庆，也代表我们的重庆的民歌传承人呢，祝全世界的观众朋友们，新的一年中呢有新气象，牛年大吉，牛年交好运。谢谢。
Just now, the inheritor of the Chongqing folk songs just tells me that, his partner and him, they played us a folk song named Happy Chinese Lantern Festival. About 4 days later, all Chinese will welcome this festival. On that day, all of the people from different parts of China, they will sit together to celebrate this Lantern Festival. 谢谢。And all the folk songs inheritor, they gave us they said just Happy Chinese Lunar New Year of the Ox to all audience from throughout the world. Now let's go to this farmyard and know more about the Red Bull industry of Chongqing County and Pingliang City. And now following cameras, we can see the different kinds of beef products of Chongqing County. And this kind of cattle also got a name, Red Bull. And now I will let Mr. Wen give us the brief introduction of his beef products. And Mr. Wen is in charge of the local agricultural investment company. 你好，文总。文总，那给我们介绍一下咱们这个平凉发展这个红牛产业的情况吧。比如现在我们全县有多少人口啊？我们大概养牛养了多少？
行，我们全县的话现在有10.2万人。目前的话，全县牛的饲养量的话是11.2万头， 基本上的话就是人就一头牛了已经。
Mr. Wen just told me that now there are about 1,100,000 cattle in this area, and the population of this county is about 100,000 people. And nowadays, the beef product become a very important part in the rural vitalization works. 那文总，像我们现在公司主要的产品都有哪些呢？
我们公司的话，现在有3大类。第一大类的话就是活牛产品，像我们主要做的话就是以广东、江苏、山东这些地方。第二大类的话就是咱们冷冻牛肉这一块。第3大类的话就是熟牛肉这一块。3大块的话，我们去年的营业额的话就在1100多万左右。
Mr. Wen just tells me that the main products of the Red Bull in Chonqing County of Pingliang City, they got 3 main parts. One is this kind of frozen beef, and the others are like this kind of beef. When we open up these plastic bags, we can eat this kind of beef. And the rest of them are about they also sell the cattle to different provinces in China, like Guangdong province, and so on. 那文总，我们这个牛肉，我们看这个颜色很漂亮，它有什么特点呢？
就是大家可以看一下，像这个牛肉的话，它是一个上等的一个切片。我们重庆平凉红牛的话，它富含维生素 B12它有多种人体所需的必需氨基酸还有亚油酸含量高，它吃起来的话是入口即化。吃起来特别香。
Now, following cameras, we can see this kind of beef is also named as the Red Bull. When we watch this kind of beef, we can clearly watch the marbling on the surface of the beef. And nowadays, the local people feed this kind of cattle, and they will sell some of the products of this kind of beef to different provinces in China like Beijing, Shanghai, Guangdong, and other provinces. And the following cameras, we can see there are also some frozen beef like this. Following cameras, we can watch them clearly about the surface, the marbling of the beef. And as far as I'm concerned about that, local people just feed this kind of cattle named Red Bull in the cave settlement. The cave settlement has a long history of about 5,000 years. I just prepared a short video for all of you to know more about the people who feed the cattle in the cave settlements. Just stick around, and after the short video, we will be back on our live show, and we will know more about the beef product of Chonqing County and Pingliang City. Just stick around. A moment later, we will be back. Hello, this is Chengnan with China's Xinhua News Agency. At the beginning of the Chinese Lunar New Year of the Ox, my crew and I we came into Chonqing County of Pingliang City of northwest China's Gansu province. Following cameras, we can see these are cave settlement. According to historical documents, this kind of cave settlement has a long history of about 5,000 years. Since 1980s, all the villagers just moved out of this kind of cave settlements to the upper hill houses, and they just left this kind of cave settlements here. Since the year 2018, the local government began to reconstruct this kind of cave settlements to help all the villagers feed the Pingliang Red Bull. Pingliang Red Bull is a kind of cattle that the Qinchuan cattle and the local yellow cattle, they make this kind of new species. And now following cameras, we can see all the cave settlements are the call shed for all the cattle. And this kind of cave settlements, then in summer, this kind of cave will keep cool for all cattle. And during the winter time, this kind of cave settlement are very, very warm for the cattle. And nowadays, in this village, in Ganzhuang village, there are about 100 cave settlements for all the cattle. Hello, this is Chonqing with China's Xinhua News Agency. Now, following cameras, we can see this is the Pingliang red bull. We can see its fur become red under the sunshine. It is not so big. And nowadays, the local villagers, by feeding this kind of Pingliang red bull, all of them has got out of the poverty line. And now Mr. Cheng will show us his job in this cow shed. 陈师傅就想问问您，就是像您现在在咱们合作社工作养牛的话，每个月能有多少收入呀？
每个月就是工资是2400，还有这个，假如说有这个收益好了，就是有这个分红，这个2000多。
就是分红2000多，也是就是一年时间。
一年时间。
Mr. Cheng just tells me that since last year, the local villagers set up a cooperative to feed all this kind of Pingliang red bull, and every year, as shareholders, this kind of villagers will get about 2,400 yuan per year, and every month, Mr. Cheng just worked in this kind of cattle shed, and he will earn about 2,400 yuan per month. 那像去年的话，您个人养牛，收入有多少？您去年卖了几头牛呢？
去年买了10头牛，收入就是个毛收入就是个6万多。
Mr. just tell me last year, he had fed about 4 cattle, and after selling the 4 cattle, he has earned about 60,000 yuan last year. 谢谢您。Hello, this is Chonqing with China's Xinhua News Agency, and now we will have an interview with Mr. Hou, who is the secretary of the CPC party of this village. 你好，侯支书，就是想问一下您，咱们就是说村里现在就是改造的这种窑洞有多少个呢？
现在目前改造了160口。
那大概我们是从什么时候开始改造的呢
？2020年元月份。
Mr. Hou just tells me that since last year, all the villagers began to reconstruct this kind of cave settlements to feed the cattle. 那像我们现在这个就是村民通过这个入股呀，这个分红呀，我们大概每一年能从这个养牛上分红多少钱呢？
户主分红是2548元，
就是一年。好的，谢谢您。Last year, all the villagers start a cooperative to feed this kind of Pingliang red bull, and every family will get about 2,500 yuan last year as the bonus. 那像我们这个下一步还有没有什么这个新的这个计划和打算呢？在这个农历牛年里，
下一步到牛年，我们继续扩大经营，让求助们这个增收致富，牛气冲天。
好的，谢谢您。This year, at the beginning of the Chinese Lunar New Year of the Ox, all the villagers they plan to reconstruct more and more this kind of cave settlements, and to get more and more people to earn more money, and they will live a better life in the Chinese Lunar New Year of the Ox.
5、4、3、2、1，好。
Hello and welcome back to Xinhua Live. This is Chengnan with China's Xinhua News Agency. Now I'm live broadcasting to you in Chongqing County, Pingliang City of Northwest China's Gansu Province. Today we will taste the cattle, the beef named Red Bull in Chongqing County of Pingliang City. And nowadays, this kind of restaurants also play an important part of this beef industry. And now following cameras, you can see Chef Zhao will make us a steak today. Mr. Zhao has cooked this kind of steak for about 10 years. And following cameras, we can see the butter and the beef are playing together. And our chef is really an artist of the fire and the beef. As far as I know, a local population of Chongqing County is about 10,000. Is about 100,000 people. And the local people has fed this kind of cattle named Red Bull. The number is about 1,100,000. And nowadays, the Red Bull played an important part in the rural vitalization works. And nowadays, more and more people get rid of poverty by this industry. A few minutes later, Chef Zhao will finish this kind of steak, named Red Bull. Now with the warm wind in spring, I can smell the taste of this steak. The steak is a very Western way to cook the beef. And in this restaurant, Mr. Zhao will always make this kind of steak and hot pot for all customers in Pingliang City and Chongqing County. And now following cameras, we can see the beef become red and dark. And now chef will cut them for me to taste this kind of steak. Now following cameras, we can see the steak rare has just finished by Chef Zhao.好的，赵师傅，那像您在咱们的餐厅每天大概能接待多少客人呢？
咱们每天坐满的话，能接待60位左右的客人，啊
，60位左右，
哎，
一顿饭。那其实大家选择的菜品可能除了牛排还有哪些呢？
咱们这就是火锅还有烧烤之类的都有，啊，咱们主要是以经营这个红牛火锅为主，所以说除了吃这个火锅以外， 咱们的牛排还有烧烤类的都是特别的丰富，产品也特别多。
Chef Zhao just told me that every day this restaurant will serve about 60 people here to try this kind of steak, or barbecue, or Chinese hot pot. And now Zhao has finished our steak rare, and I will taste it for all of you. The steak rare is perfect for me because it's very juicy and fresh. And now, following cameras, we will know more the traditional Chinese hot pot and the beef. Let's go. After eating the steak rare in this restaurant, and this is the traditional way to try this kind of Red Bull beef, Chinese hot pot. Let's try it. On cameras you can see, look at the beef. Here is the marbling on the surface of this kind of beef. And now I will just put them in the clear soup. The local people just tell me, you can just cook this kind of beef in the clear soup for about 10 seconds, and then the beef will be ready for you to taste. Now it's about 10 minutes. It's about 10 seconds, and I will try it. The color become white. And this is the soybean. It's quite good for me to taste this kind of beef because it's very fresh and juicy. And after tasting the steak rare and the Chinese hot pot, and I will take all of you to watch our artist, our paper cutting artist, to see what kind of gift she will give us. Let's go. And as far as I'm concerned about it, that Miss Guan is a national intangible heritage inheritor of the paper cutting. And now she will show us her work today. 那关老师，您今天给我们带来的是个什么作品呢？
我今天为大家剪了2幅象征吉祥富贵的红牛。
好的，红牛。那您有没有什么这个特别想说的，对我们的新华社的全球观众啊？
我也希望借助我这个2只红牛，祝福全世界的华人朋友们新春愉快，牛年大吉，牛年行好运。
好的，谢谢您。Miss Guan just show us her work about a pair of Red Bulls, and she also make a wish that to all friends from throughout the world, Happy Chinese Lunar New Year of the Ox. And good luck to you. And the following cameras, we can see a pair of the Red Bulls are very, very lively. It's beautiful, right? 好的，谢谢您。And as we know nowadays, the Red Bull industry become a very important part in the rural vitalization of Chonqing County and Pingliang City. And more people just get rid of poverty these days by joining this kind of industry. And now I will wrap up of live show today. If you like our show, please share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Keep following Xinhua for more news and updates. See you next time, and happy Chinese Lunar New Year of the Ox. See you next time.